got a tugboat bringing it through.
He just said that that's, the rumor has it that this will be new, redeveloped here. That's why they're digging and checking out soil, blah, blah, blah. And then that restaurant gonna be flat too, and then they put a tower there, and then the restaurant moves back in. So the owner of the restaurant is a Miami Dolphin player from the 70s, 60s, 70s. He said the name King Waterfront, and he has 2 more restaurants somewhere on the beach.
Standing restaurant, nice 10% discount. So walk down to Seabreeze, down half a block, and you're there. They're really good, offer really good seafood. Get a plate of Scooby snacks, crab claws and garlic butter. picnic tables. This is a 132 footer. It's a company out of Italy, Marina. They make a line of yachts called Mangusta, and they're jet boats, just like a jet ski. They have 3 MTU engines that suck water up and blow it out the back, propelling the boat forward. That 132-foot boat does 50 to 55 miles an hour. Not very efficient, though. Your mileage is gallons per mile, not miles per gallon. Is everybody going downtown? Where's everybody going? One? Yeah. I see this one, yeah. These are old beach bungalows. You got 4 of them per building. They're going to rebuild the Bahia Cabana over there on the left-hand side, and the 30-story condo units, the sales office back there. You can pre-buy the condo. These are going to stay. They were going to be torn down by eminent domain, but they fought it, won in court. So they get to stay. Bungalows were built in 1951. About 230 square feet, living room, small kitchenette. You got a bedroom and a shower-only bathroom. And if you bought one in 1951, you could have picked one up for about $8,000. You'd be right on the beach in your own beach bungalow. You want one of those now if they ever come up for sale. And most all the 1951 buildings are long gone. Only 2 sets of them left. But if you were to come by one that was up for sale, they would cost now between $808,000, $880,000, and $1.2 million to get in. Essentially, efficiency. Some of the other people that used to live out here, they're not here anymore. Lee Majors lived in the yellow building over there, up at the top in a penthouse. He was living over in Idlewild.
If you like the content, go ahead on and like and subscribe. Let's get them numbers, guys.
Over there on the vacant lot.
See you in the next one.
15th Street Fisheries, a really good seafood restaurant. They've been over there since 1978. So you can hop off and get a free dessert with your water taxi ticket. Outside dining, inside dining, the entire left-hand side of the building over here, including the upper floor. And also this harbor is where tarpon come in to feed, because people throw leftovers in here, so they've now gotten the word and they just hang out, waiting for people to throw food in the water. That's a baby tarpon in the picture. That's a 4-footer. If you've got a full-grown tarpon hanging out, it could be up to 8 feet long.
Go ahead and like and subscribe, give us a thumbs up. Let's get this chef, this subscriber number up.
6 commercials for 35 years. He came up with that original catchphrase. The very first commercial, he tagged it with, "We'll leave the light on for you," even though it wasn't in the script. He was pretty certain that they would cut it, leave it on the cut. Doubling back, the yacht club over here on the left-hand side. You got the kids out there from the sailing school working with their Olympic instructors. They have a sailing school for kids. The guys in the orange and plate hosts the coaching staff. Part of Lauderdale Yacht Club. Lauderdale Yacht Club, LYC is what they go by. They've been over there since 1938. So it's kind of a summer camp. And they do this sailing school all year long. So, yeah, you get rid of the house like they do over here, which they had, because that should have been on the historic register. The old 1936 bill by Arthur Gall. That would have been called La Maison Blanche, the White House. So they couldn't sell it, and $60 million with a 22-room, 7-bedroom mansion on the property. So they tore them down and offered the land for sale for $100 million, and it sold cheap. Seward Johnson, bronze sculptures. They started $1 million. Seward Johnson. And you got some people over here swimming. The local swimming hole called Beer Can Island. People have been doing that over there for years and years and years. Even at high tide, just drop your feet down and stand up. You're not over your head. So it's an ideal place to dock your small boat, get off, take a nice swim. Even though the water temperature out here is probably about 82 now, 82 degrees. Even nice, refreshing fresh water coming out of the Everglades. That's got to be hot too. The Everglades isn't very deep. The river is. Parts of the river down to 100 feet. Formed by an earthquake, they think. The river. We have two of them. This one's called New, N-E-W, translated out of the old Indian name, Hemershi, or New Water. They called it simply New River. The Spanish called it Rio Nueva. And this is about 22 miles, meanders through Broward County, and this is where they set up some of the first buildings because there was actually some usable land that was dry up along the river that you could build something on. So Stranahan House got built in 1901. That's still there, and you can tour it. The building was built by Frank Stranahan back in, he was here in 1893, set up a trading post. Now the city up here is developed into more or less condos and apartments right along the Riverwalk walkway, right along the river, and down Federal Highway. Now they've got the north side of the river developed. Now they're working on the south side, quietly buying up old neighborhoods and tearing them down. So they're going to build high-rises over here to the tune of probably about 30 more, at least 30-story buildings. Some of them they want variants for higher. Building height restriction is 50 floors or 500 feet. The reason you can't get any higher than that is you got the airport sitting right over here, FLL, just a stone's throw away. Subtractions or changes to this property. It's exactly the way Wayne left it 5 years ago. Moved directly into it, and he's the only one in there, plus his dog. I mean, he has a shepherd. These guys over here own Lago Bar on the beach, the big resort. This is the Harry Potter house. You might recognize the facade of this building as an illustration in one of the books. It even has the owl sitting up there on the roof. You remember the owl from the movie? I think they used that house in the movie Cape Fear, the remake of it. Nolte and Lang and De Niro were here for about 8 months filming instead of in North Carolina. Over here, the people working on the seawall, they knocked the whole dock down. That's gone. I guess they're going to work on seawall construction. It's the Jarrett family, the Galleria of Jewelry. Here are two more of the houses that were built probably in the 1930s. It's very rare to see two of them. dock construction is all done by barge and a crane and a tugboat from the water. So you don't have to have that stuff hauled through your house or your yard. There's another 1938 building. All right, you got 2 stops coming up. The last of the downtown Fort Lauderdale loop stops. Stop number 2 is Southeast 9th Avenue. It'll get you out to Los Olas. Number 1 is the main Los Olas stop. This is a 10-minute walk away to the east. You got off here and walk 10 minutes to the west, you'll be at stop 1. So we'll be back over here on the way back out if that's really where you want to go. Stop number 2. We'll come back to it. Meanwhile, at stop 1, that's the beginning of the Riverwalk walkway. Stranahan House is right off the boat right there. A couple of really good restaurants. You got Boathouse, part of the Riverside Hotel, the Green Building. They also have a cheesecake factory. And they also have New River Cafe and Bakery. And they got 28 restaurants going up and down the boulevard. Lovely shaded olive-tree boulevard featuring lots of retail, all kinds of homemade stores, like if you want a homemade chocolate or if you want homemade ice cream. They got kiosks that you get to do. Riverwalk walkway begins right here, head west, all the way up to Esplanade Park, the Discovery Science Center, or Hacienda Plaza. Green Building is Riverside Hotel, Boat House restaurant is right here. Cheesecake Factory is in that green building, but it's on the other side, right there on Los Olas. Here's the Riverwalk, there's the Stranahan House, and from this point on, we become an upbound road again, going all the way back up to 11. It'll take us an hour and a half to get up there, and this is one of our main, most popular stops, getting off at downtown Fort Lauderdale. Another boat in here about every 40 to 45 minutes. If you're further down towards Southeast 9th, come out to stop 2. Otherwise, you come up to here. Stop 1, Southeast 6. Los Olas is at the stoplight up here. This is Cheesecake Factory, and right here is
excellent. And so is a discount with your water taxi ticket. They're in our Cruisin Save program. And there's a luxury tree house on the right-hand side. I really like that one. Yeah, look at this new house on the right-hand side. Look at all the windows. Gives their privacy goodbye. Stop number 2 is our next stop. Stop at Southeast 9th Avenue. The shops and restaurants on Los Olas Boulevard. Stop number 2 is coming right up.
And here's a beautiful yacht right here, a early yacht in Wisconsin.
Jimmy John's on that.
Nobody's going to stop by. We gotta go check it out anyway. See if there's yours. I just think for saying see coming in and out of the canal. So on the left over there, that is a floating pickleball court right there on the left. We'll see if we back up, see if Ben's behind this boat. Cheap to be honest. Right, that was stop 5. There's an upbound boat. Our next stop will be stop 6 at Bahia Yachting Center. That'd be our first of 3 stops on the beach. Our close stop to the beach. You just came from stop 3 in front of us, the Fisheries. If you want down the boat, then stop there, the Fisheries. Great restaurant. So if you get off this boat at any point, there's another boat every 45 minutes going the same direction. We're down here up to the Worcester stop. Maybe stop 7 or stop 8, but yeah, double decker in front of us. Not sure about the tag right now. Turn around with the other direction going through. Just going to be back here in about 2 hours and then we get off this boat. We have all man-made islands on both sides of the water here. They are connected to a series of low-lying fixed bridges. That's how they get back and forth up the backside of the island. 214 bridges in the city. That small split little house on our starboard side right there, flat roof. That is the former home of the undisputed, undefeated heavyweight champion of the world, Rocky Marciano. He died in '69 in a plane crash. Record of 49 over 22 knockouts. New construction come up there on our starboard side. They tore down the old Waterfront family a couple years ago. People that bring new seagulls to Surrey out of Canada. They were down here in the 20s and 30s with prohibition. Used from the booze from Canada to the Bahamas. Bahamas were Fort Lauderdale. East Coast. That's when Fort Lauderdale got its first name of Fort Lauderdale. But then the first Commodore, the Lauderdale Yacht Club, and your left over there, Commodore Brooke, is the guy who coined the phrase Fort Lauderdale the Venice of America. Because we have over 160 miles of man-made waterfront properties in the city, over 5 times the amount of Venice. Empty lot across the way up on Port Side on left hand side. Over there, got property over 850 waterfront. Sold not too long ago for $43 million. This house right here up for starboard side, they're doing some construction on it right now. That is the old Wendy Thomas. Thomas Fred that industry eats hamburgers. Big house next door to the home of the Hammer family. A couple of venture capitalists. They bought this house because they couldn't put their big boat in the main house down in Cuba Street. Had that place type the just reminds me everybody's got problems with everybody's problems. House out in front of us, coming up out the trees with blue awning down the river. Just open up now. See, home of Florida, man. It was the sort of solo brand and some groupies place. That goes down there, water taxi. So we got this big lot on our starboard side right here, some new construction. Sold a really big, really beautiful house over a year ago, and they tore it down. Tore down the house, tore down the crew quarters, got rid of the sculpture going over there, got the swimming pool this year, kids were getting I'm just putting up water. It was entire inside. $70 million teardown. It's a premier cruise boat out right now. They go in and out of stop 73 times a day. 1, 11, 3 o'clock with an hour and a half tour. Come back and stop 7, stop 7. You have one couple act like they're on the water nation and go in front of us. right there. Look for a family out of Pennsylvania that brings you Gimlin movies. Look at that house up our starboard side right here with the kayaks up on the left, jazz club up behind it. This house was built for Michael Mann, the executive of the Miami Vice TV series. We built this house, he built it as the ultimate bachelor pad. 1 bedroom, 7 bathhouse. Why not try it? See a motorcycle that turned to a bar, the second floor, it's kind of cool. This house up right there in the corner here, we usually go to any every Sunday. Now for Gio, Kennedy, yes, and Jamie Foxx. Down the canal in front of us. So that car boat down there, just on this side of that car boat, will be our stop 6. The Bahia Marina Center. First 3 stops on the beach, or 2 stops on the beach. There's a place over here called the Marina Village also. It's an open-air food. So all different kinds of food over here. A bunch of food kiosks. A couple of bars over here also really cool. Shortings. Pretty cool spot. You might try to go to stop 6, guys? The way to stop 6. Okay? You go see those joints? This is one of the largest marinas in Florida, if not the largest marina. It is the main site for the International Boat Show, the world's largest water boat show in October every year. All right, everybody, thanks for saying seated when we come into stop 6. See, I know something else. Hey, grab a seat in the back, young man. I'm going to grab a seat, please. Thank you. So right there is where they got the boat this morning. That's where tonight we'll put it to bed. All right, don't check, guys. Nobody trying to get up.
Yeah, well, Tony encouraged that. It's all
Don't
good.
come like that. I don't got to give them room
We
here.
haven't met and I'm like, oh. You guys feel like sharing an apartment when you find her?
Well, let's head to stop 7, Russell's Landing. That'll be our middle beach stop, our main beach stop.
We started at stop 8. You should have walked away when I first said it last night. You should have walked away on blackjack when I first mentioned it. I was up like 375 or something.
Those buildings on the left right there, look out for Marina. That's got that was old Howard Johnson's back there.
I was probably about 150 at one point. Came all the way down to total. I think I had 380 and then I was like, oh, fortunate
As you
here,
turn
I'm
in north,
here, I'll put 25.
look at the fronts of the houses across the water.
There was one where I had 15 on the bet.
Behind here,
probably
back side of the houses.
match. And I
That's
got
because of the road up on those houses makes it waterfront instead of waterfront. Actually, because of that designation, they get a break of the property taxes. But they do it though, the cruise was that road good to boats. So it's not all beaches and creek. It's along the face stop up our starboard side, it's called Battleship Road. During the season, it is stocked full of really big yachts over here. One of the big yachts have left town because we've got our hurricane season here in Florida. So they decided to hightail it somewhere else. And when they're here, a couple up here, they're paying $1,000 each to take it. So I get the tow over here on the port side. That big house across the water right there is called the Butterfly House. The shape of the bug is built the shape of the butterfly. They built that house in the whole yard. Because of that, the swimming pool's on the roof. Excuse me, on the roof. 12-car garage there. Baron right here off our starboard side. That's to my check. That was a few months back. They was some 34 million for it. And sold it. Green Hill Yacht, there was City Court just got it out there. The tower there for starboard side is the dining platform. You want to get aquatic center and swimming walk. 27 meters, 8.5 feet tall. They went into cliff diving and Twitter Olympics. That's what the athletes were training and Olympics all in China. If you were going up that tower right there, you would in 3 seconds go over 55 miles an hour. It's 162 steps up, 1 step down. And that Los Angeles Bridge up above us. That is the first bridge from the mainland to the west of Bear Island Station. To that, I think at downtown Fort Lauderdale, our South Florida tour. To the east, there's Area Leaves, the main strip of the beach. Down this canal right here on my starboard side, that is Coconut's Restaurant. Definitely the most popular restaurants here in Fort Lauderdale. Just a short walk from stop 7 right here. We have people going to stop 7, guys? Yes. signal saying, seated, will come in 2 stops in. Stop 7.
Excuse me. Where we headed?